Then you go to Pac, once again, immaculate voice, but what Pac had, I think, was a way of touching us on all of our emotions. And especially on, like Pac had the power to infuse your emotional thought, like Brenda has a baby, dear mama. But then he had the power to arouse the rebel in you, you know?
Yeah.
And those two things, actually, he was probably more dangerous than Big, Notorious B.I.G. Like Notorious B.I.G., we could party with him to this day. We're still, but Pac was probably going to a point, he was more going into the Malcolm X of things, and
Yeah.
and society fears that.
Yeah, so he was really good at communicating love and at starting revolutions.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous.
Very dangerous. And Big communicated love, but he wasn't starting revolutions.
Well, it's interesting to think about what the world would be like if they were still with us, but it's the way of the world. Hendrix, a lot of those guys just go too soon.
Yeah, it's a peculiar thing. So now you asked me earlier, am I scared of death? And I answered you, no, I'm not scared of death. I mean, I'm not trying to see it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if that was the block of death, it's like I'm not really going right there right now. I'm making a left or right turn. You know what I mean? Unless it was mandatory for some greater good. It's like, okay, I gotta drive through that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it can still happen. That's the meditation on death part, where you could die at the end of today.
Yeah, you could die. Well, dying and death, I think, is two different things, personally.
The process, you mean, of death, or just...
Yeah, I mean, you could die, like I said, you could die every day. You could die and not be yourself. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. But to get to a point of no return, that's a whole nother chamber.
I mean, there's some sense in which RZA, the producer, becomes somebody else completely when you're making a film, becomes somebody else completely when you're, I don't know, playing chess, becomes completely something different when you do Kung Fu or watch Kung Fu, or when you're a family man. All of those are little deaths when you transition from one place to another. So it's not like you're one being, you're many things.
Yeah. I would describe that as all life, though.